Yo, the news that we received in the update of the PnB Rock case is super sad. It looks like he was set up, allegedly. What I'm hearing that people are thinking is someone that was inside the restaurant saw him and called the people that came and did the hit. Also, the restaurant might have been part of it because his food allegedly was delayed 40 minutes. Why would it be delayed 40 minutes? To give time for the people to get there and do what they did. So he wouldn't leave, they delayed the food. This is all alleged until we actually see this video, and hopefully they say that it's true. This is just things that I'm reading on the internet, but it's super sad to see. It's also sad that we all pointed the finger at his girlfriend. That's one thing that we must do, is apologize to her. I remember strong people like Nicki Minaj voiced their opinion, Kodak Black voiced their opinion, and it just made a lot of other fans, just go run over there and point their finger at her. And I would love to apologize for anything I might have ever said, if I said anything in any video. Not only that, I would like to apologize for the entire industry and the culture and how they treated the situation. What she did, was that smart? No. While they're sitting there, my girl already knows the rules. She'll never post a picture or status of where we're at until we get in the vehicle. She already knows how I am. Weird that she did that, but we found out evidence now for sure that that had nothing to do with his death. And he did have a weapon on him as well that day. He just couldn't up it fast enough. Subscribe to the channel. Please comment down below and share your thoughts. We're on that road to 10,000 subscribers. Whoever's never seen this channel previously or never seen some unboxings, go check those out. 1,000 subs, we will be doing a giveaway. All you gotta do is sub up to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, where I will be sharing more information at 9,000 subs about the giveaway. And then at 10,000 subs, we will be announcing the winner on my story. So sub up.
A camera lens is trained on a restaurant parking lot and also inside. This footage recording in real time a major heist.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing him walking into the restaurant though. Homie, bring that back real quick. And for those that don't remember, this is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle in California. And everybody says, from No Jumper to other people that I've heard talking on the internet, is that this is a bad location. This is one of the worst locations for all the Roscoe's. This is the one you don't go to. They saying to go to Hollywood if you're trying to go to Roscoe.
Also, inside. This footage recording in real time a major heist and murder about to go down. A spontaneous stop at an iconic Los Angeles restaurant.
That was weird too. He dapped somebody up. They saying to set him up?
An iconic Los Angeles restaurant.
Damn. See, that's weird.
Collides with gold, greed, and bullets. Los Angeles restaurant. Collides with gold.
Hold on, this is my first time seeing a lot of this. So they're showing actually his pendant that fell on the floor. It looks like it's broken as well. Why didn't they take this? Breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart. And did they break the chains? Why does it look like you can see the screws right there? Like they were supposed to be diamonds laid on top, like the other letters we see here, the N and the B. When they hit the ground, did it snap? Did it break? It looks like
greed and bullets. Ending in carnage and one of the East Coast rising rap stars lying in a pool of blood.
He was a guest in our community and was gunned down by a cowardly act.
This ain't the first time. LA loves to do cowardly acts to the East Coast legends. I don't know what it is with them. Like, damn, bro, we got a target on our back when we in California. We ain't gunning down. It's because they don't leave California. Them niggas don't leave LA. But it just make no sense to me. Pop Smoke, Biggie Smalls, PnB Rock, and many others. Y'all even punched X in the face when X went up there. He's the East Coast legend too. That nigga from Florida. Where's that on the map? The East Coast, the South, but it's the Southeast. And they even knocked out my boy X out there. Like, nah, yo, y'all really on some demon time. And niggas ain't even getting get back on this coast is what drives me crazy. I love it though. I don't want to see no West Coast, East Coast beef, because this isn't the whole coast dissing a rap. This is just an incident that happened. So I always like keeping that in mind. It's my heart. It's like, damn, bruh. Our legends feel comfortable leaving the hood that they in, that they battling. PnB is one of those groups in Philly. Don't think that was just his rap name. PnB is a strong gang in Philadelphia that's beefing every day. He don't want to be in Philly and everything. You go to LA. You know, when I go to LA, I be like, damn, I don't got nothing to worry about. I'm chilling out here. You get me? When you really not. You really not. He
was PnB Rock, a Philadelphia rapper with a loyal following and a taste for extravagance. His real name was Rakim Allen, but he fashioned his stage name after the streets where he grew up.
PnB Rock was paying homage to his neighborhood, and Pastorius and Bainton was the areas of the streets in which he lived on. So he came up with the name PnB Rock.
Featured in major music magazines like Rolling Stone's 10 New Artists You Need to Know and XXL's Freshman Class of 2017.
As an artist, he straddled the fence between R&B and rap, and that's something that a lot of people couldn't do.
R&B historian Tyrone Dubois says PnB was a master at meshing music genres.
Piano genius as well. I hope I can find that video real quick with him and XXXTentacion.
In a way I feel can't manage. I don't understand it.
Bring it right back.
You. It's nice. Okay. So I just do shit so that way we have a like a chopping. You know what I'm saying?
Version too, if you wanna.
So alright, but
How significant was it that he came from the Philadelphia area?
PnB Rock's success was based upon the one thing that very angry.
His older brother was murdered, so he himself experienced death at an early age.
PnB Rock posted about his brother's death on X, sharing, "It ain't right." But he'd push past the grief and pain through music.
He started off selling out of his trunk and then becoming noticed and observed.
A love ultimately cost him his life.
Not for bragging, but for, celebrating.
They're just talking about the love that he had for jewelry. It's not nothing crazy. It's nothing shocking. This is hip hop. We always know. A lot of the lit rappers always represent their wealth from jewelry and chain. And like he said, some do it for bragging. Not all do, though. Some do it just for the success. If I was able to get out the hood and finally get that trophy. Everyone always says that's the hood trophy, that chain.
2 watches, several chains, rings on his fingers. And these are not just costume jewelry. Chains that, do gain attention.
For those who may not know, where they chose to eat is not a celebrity haunt. This is where you go when you want to fly under the radar.
Absolutely. I said, quite frankly, $500,000 reasons, $500,000 worth of reasons to come and take advantage of this young man.
PnB Rock and Stephanie had been partners for years, visiting LA for a business meeting and to celebrate an engagement party for fellow rap star T Grizzly, where the partiers compared their assets on social media posts.
Come on, man. Hey, peas, rollies. Yeah.
But PnB Rock and Stephanie dressed down to head to Roscoe's, and Stephanie had raised concerns about him wearing so much jewelry in a restaurant. He declined, telling her it's in God's hands. This surveillance footage shows PnB Rock and Stephanie walking in. It's lunchtime, 12:28 p.m. As they wait, a man seated to the right fist bumps the rapper, but the couple is quickly taken to a table. The waitress can later be seen bringing their food. Stephanie posts a photo of their meal to Instagram, geotagging the restaurant's South LA location.
That was still nut though. Even looking at that again, the geotag, like bro, even the food is enough. You could have even wrote Roscoe's. There's so many locations. The geotag is an overkill.
What they don't know, outside in the parking lot, a plot is being hatched to rob the rapper of the $500,000 in jewelry that he's wearing.
Although it was 12:30, I think this was like a Tuesday. This was not a day that you would think that you need to keep your head on the swivel or be alert to crime or someone trying to jack me, rob me, steal from me.
But at 1:16 p.m., a gunman walks inside ready to score.
There was some sort of verbal exchange at this point.
At 1:17 p.m., the unarmed security guard notices the commotion and flees. Seconds later, PnB Rock is shot. His fiancée, Stephanie, restaurant patrons, and employees watch in horror. Others flee. 1:22 p.m. LAPD officers arrive on the scene within 5 minutes. They attempt to save the rapper, who is still breathing. 3 bullets have ripped through his chest and back. The crime scene, a mix of blood, jewels, and the gun PnB Rock had stored in his belt, resting on the table. Standing in the doorway of Roscoe's, a traumatized Stephanie carries her phone, but as she runs to join PnB Rock in the ambulance, LAPD officers escort her to their car.
Yo, that shit must be traumatizing. Also, they dressed down, so they got like $1,200 jeans on with the chromes. Don't think I don't see it.
Stephanie is soon at headquarters answering questions.
I just want to know if he's all right. I don't care. Can we call the hospital, see if he's okay?
The rapper PnB Rock has been shot 3 times and is barely holding on, as seen in exclusive footage obtained by True Crime News. Officers pull the rapper's distraught fiancée back.
And how she stepped over because they're trying to bring him back. Like,
As she appears to reach for an item on the floor, later revealed to be PnB's diamond pendant from his necklace.
All right, so the P was filled. I guess when they broke it, they took that chain. The piece must have fell and broke.
As cops work the scene, word quickly spreads. PnB Rock was dead, and the questions begin.
A murder occurred following a posting on Instagram or social media. The posting of that may have led to these individuals learning where he was at.
Social media users immediately start blaming Stephanie's geotagged Instagram post showing her meal.
It's my fault. Oh my God.
Stephanie blames herself, as seen in this police interview video hours after the murder.
When I sit down and eat, it was low key. There was no one in there. When we posting the chicken and the waffles.
This is unfortunately happening way too often.
Just 2 years earlier, New York rapper Pop Smoke was robbed and killed in the Hollywood Hills after thieves learned his location from a social media post. Nicki Minaj posting on X, after Pop Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts.
She spoke about chicken and waffles. To show waffles and some fried chicken, he was such a pleasure to work with. Condolences to his mom and family. This made me feel sick. Jesus. SIP, PnB Rock. I'm telling you, the whole world was pointing the finger at her. And still to this day, seeing what she did, still was obviously not smart. But we must apologize because they found out that that wasn't the reason they found out his location.
Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts.
Heebie-jeebies, like.
Stephanie, I wouldn't sit here and blame yourself. You guys did wrong too. That's a lot of jewelry on.
Yeah, I told him to take it off.
As Stephanie replays the tragic moments for cops, she is pleading to understand what happened to PnB.
My text messages, everybody's saying sorry for your loss. What is the media saying? Is he okay?
Nearly a minute passes.
I'm sorry.
He passed away.
He did.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
She appears to be in shock.
I'm very sorry. Do you have people out here that's going to be by your side?
But as cops continue their questions, they soon learn from Stephanie herself someone in the restaurant that day seemed suspicious after spotting PnB's bling.
How did they know you guys were in there? Besides the posting of anything.
Felt like he got set up.
Before long, the deputy DA confirms their investigation shows PnB was set up, and Stephanie's post had nothing to do with it.
In that photograph was only the food. There wasn't an arm or jewelry or any type of wearable items, nothing valuable on the post. That could not have given enough time to orchestrate a plan.
Instead, it all started with a man named Trey.
Oh man, I hope you rot where you are. I hope you rot where you are. These are one of the brothers that would never work hard. He'll go and try to take yours. And I keep my heat on me at all times as well. You saw PnB kept his on him too and still passed away because you're not always gonna be the first to draw. But Lord, how I wish that thing went different and you would have caught a hot souvenir. Homie that ran in there.
Tremont Jones.
Does anybody know who they are when they walk in?
Immediately, Tremont Jones, the gentleman who was sitting right inside the door that fist bumped PnB Rock, knew who he was. Tremont Jones loiters at the Roscoe's. That's just his hangout spot.
Detectives soon gathered hours of surveillance video that pieces together exactly what happened in the minutes leading up to PnB's murder and after. From the moment Tremont walks outside, he alerts another man named Freddie Trone to come to Roscoe's. Prosecutors say they acted like two old-school gangsters.
So how is it that Tremont Jones tells Freddie Trone who and what is going on?
The information was relayed, who and what, and the opportunity to get maybe $500,000 is sitting inside this restaurant.
And this boy don't even got a job. They said he sits at Roscoe's all day. It's just his place to hang out. Imagine that. You don't got to work hard. This dude been busting it. Made it out of Philly. Amazing music. Amazing songs with X. An actual musician. Can play instruments. But none of that matters because he came to the hood wearing... Am I saying it was smart? No. Definitely shouldn't put yourself in a situation like that. But sometimes when you in a high horse, say you're going to put it in God's hand. They said God don't intervene.
It wasn't the first time PnB was targeted in LA. He talked about it with podcaster DJ Academics over a week before the Roscoe shooting.
You know, somebody tried me on Fairfax, like mid-pandemic. There's gangsters out there on Fairfax. LA is like they bold.
At Roscoe's, surveillance cameras record Freddie Trone arriving in the parking lot. He chats with Jones.
They're speaking, and at this point is where my position is that the conspiracy was triggered.
Trone leaves, but quickly returns with his own 17-year-old son.
The son off, he exits the rear driver's side, and he has a full face covering and this very distinctive purple Fruity Pebbles shirt.
Cops Cops say Trey
greasy and bro, Fruity Pebbles shirt. Oh, Fruity, you gonna be, where you going? You don't even need a shirt to tell niggas you gonna be fruity in there. We already know. PC up.
Jones stays outside as the teen brushes past him.
Once he's inside, Tremont Jones knows plan is in action. And at that point, we're seconds away from seeing a muzzle flash captured inside a very grainy camera inside Roscoe's.
Stephanie recounts the horrifying minute-by-minute details when the 17-year-old approaches them.
As soon as he walked in, he pointed the gun at his stomach. He said, "Give me all that. I'll shoot you right now." And he just started shooting him. He took his rings off, necklaces off, took his two watches off, and he made me take my watch off. He said, "Give me that right now. I swear to God, I'll shoot you in the head." It was so scary.
So he ain't even, it sounded like PnB didn't even get a chance to say, nah, yes, maybe, let me think about it. He said, let me get your chain, and shot him. Like, bro, hold on, let me respond. Let me respond. Let me say no.
Before he flees, the teenage gunman can be seen snatching diamond jewelry from PnB's body. Prosecutors say the gunman's dad, Freddie Trone, was outside in a waiting car, and all the suspects made a quick getaway.
Imagine being a father where you're supposed to protect your child and all that. A father, and this is the opportunities you give your kid. You was a loser, your kid's a loser. You know what? If you had a kid, that Fruity Pebbles shooter, the 17-year-old, his son's gonna be a loser. You don't know how to work. Your DNA is to be in the slum. It breaks my heart. It gets me so angry.
And Los Angeles police are on the trail of his killers. This surveillance video shows Freddie Trone and his teenage son walking near their apartment minutes after the shooting. The son has changed clothes and not long after tosses a bag into a dumpster.
You think they threw away their clothes that would have all sorts of incriminating evidence?
As far as the shooter, yes.
Early the next morning, cops say Freddie Trone leaves the apartment and torches the getaway car. The same car seen picking up the hitman at Roscoe's.
So
he already drove the car to his house. How stupid are these killers? You should have torched it as soon as you guys left the murder scene and never went back to your block.
The car is the Buick Enclave. He sets it on fire blocks away from his residence and walks back home.
Investigators learn the car is registered to Freddie's wife, Chantel Trone. Soon, Chantel and the suspected 17-year-old son and gunman are arrested. But Freddie Trone is nowhere to be found.
The block is hot. Of course, he's wanted now. His face is now on internet beside PnB Rock.
Freddie flees to Las Vegas. The DA says his girlfriend, Wynesha Evans, drives him out of town.
So that's where I call her side chick, but Miss Evans rents a vehicle, and she drives him to Nevada.
But before long, Trone is captured. LAPD homicide investigators head to Vegas and grill him, as heard in this exclusive interrogation audio.
He goes by PnB Rock. This is the case that we're investigating right now.
That's really unfortunate. God bless that young man. So
Freddie denies he and his
God bless that young man. So damn, the way you could just lie through your teeth is crazy.
wife are involved in the Roscoe's murder.
if y'all figured this guy, my son did it, why he ain't hurt?
You're in here for murder. For 187.
But cops can pin Freddie, his son, and others to the heist and murder through the hours of surveillance footage. Trone, Tremont Jones, his wife and girlfriend, along with his juvenile son, all face charges.
One thing that Freddie Trone said on the stand that I really highlighted is he himself said his son was dangerous.
In a Los Angeles courtroom, Freddie Trone is convicted of murder and robbery. Tremont Jones is found guilty of robbery and conspiracy to commit robbery. Freddie's wife, Chantel Trone, pleaded no contest to accessory after the fact, and Wynesha Evans pleaded guilty to accessory after the fact.
Did you ever find the jewelry?
No.
Did you find the murder weapon?
No.
Wow, so you got a conviction without a murder weapon.
No murder weapon, no property recovered.
Whatever happened to the jewelry? Because I would have thought they would have pawned it, but it looks like they didn't pawn it. Because if they would have pawned it, it would have traced back what I'm assuming. Did they sell it off in the hood to somebody that's still hiding it to this day? Where did the jewelry go? Also, the murder weapon, that's a huge thing they usually always need. And they even cut out deals a lot, the DA. They'll give you less time sometimes if you could point out where the body's out of the murder weapon, because they know that they need that to seal your case.
Justice was served, but with little comfort to PnB Rock's family and his fiancée, Stephanie, who called him their shining light.
When we come back, PnB Rock's mother reacts to the verdict, plus the latest on the 17-year-old accused outside of court shortly after Freddie Lee Trone was convicted of her son's murder.
We are just very happy that we're getting justice because Rakim is sorely missed by his family and especially the young people in my family.
It breaks my heart. Seeing a dude like PnB, a leader to his family, and shorty crying saying he's the only thing I got, and these two dudes took his life away. Not only his life, you also took your own life away. LA is also very scary when it comes to 17-year-olds. We saw how much time the Pop Smoke killers got. Not all of them, because I don't believe they were all convicted as of yet, but the one that did, like, I think he was 15 or 16 when it happened, and the time that he got was a joke for killing Pop Smoke, even being a part of it. I believe he was out by like 20-something. It's just disgusting to me how California does things. California, PnB Rock, 17-year-old. Never mind. With this boy, they did not. Freddie Lee Trone, the man who sent a 17-year-old, no, he was sentenced to 31 years. Okay, yeah. How much did the 17-year-old get? The 17-year-old hasn't even been prosecuted yet. He got 31 years in September 23rd, 2024. 2 years old. But I can't find no time yet on the 17-year-old. If you guys see anything, prosecutors said Trone directed. They're gonna try to give him like, yo, he didn't know what he was doing when he was a kid. Oh yeah, you see his trial hasn't even started, bro. They're trying to see if he's mentally even able to take the trial. He's 19 years old now. He's been in jail already for 2 years. Think about it. It ruined your son's life. You and your man's is doing the rest of y'all miserable lives in there. He's not missing much. He went from standing outside of Roscoe's selling what, dime sacks, one of them dudes every time you pull up. Yo, if you need anything, let me know, bro. I got bud for sale. Nigga, I'm in California. I'm not smoking no. I don't even smoke street weed in my crib. You think I flew to California to smoke weed from a man sitting outside of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle? Like, you really think that that's what I'm gonna do with my free time? Take me to Cookies, take me to Jungle Boys now. Subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 10,000 subscribers. But all jokes aside, stuff like this breaks my heart. Breaks my heart, because the dude like PnB never took nothing from nobody that we know. All the money he got was hard work in the music industry. A lot of success we've seen, and it's just for him to go out like this. Also, him being close to X, that also gets me a little tight too, knowing that X is no longer here. He did that song with Trippie Redd for X. Guys, subscribe to the channel, please. Comment down below. And hearing this girl scream, I got nothing but him, that breaks my heart, bro, because I would hate to ever see somebody cry like that over me. So I continue to try to walk the right path and always, keep my head on a swivel, but there's only so much you can. And sometimes I be feeling like I'm Iron Man because I always walk with the iron on me. But look, he had the iron on him and he still couldn't even draw it out fast. Sub up, comment down below. Please share your thoughts.